Welcome back. In the previous video, we learned that every physical measurement needs a number and a unit. In this video, we will focus on unit conversion. This is one of the most important skills in physics because many problem solving errors happen when units are not handled carefully. A good rule is this: do not treat units as decoration, treat them as part of the calculation. Units can cancel just like algebraic symbols. Now, unit conversion means rewriting the same physical quantity using a different unit. The quantity itself does not change, only the way we express it changes. Now, when it comes to SI unit system or metric system, we have these standard prefixes that we use to indicate multiples of 10. Now, if we are making a measurement of something in a smaller scale, we can use these prefixes with our SI unit. Now, if we have something that is in a scale of 10 to the power minus 2, we can use centi. If it is 10 to the power minus 3, we use milli. 10 to the power minus 6, we use micro. 10 to the power minus 9, we use nano, vice versa. And here you can see the symbol we use. For centi, we use C. For milli, we use simple M. For micro, we use mu. And for nano, we use N, like that. And if you are making a measurement of a larger quantity, like something bigger, then we use hecto, kilo, mega, giga, vice versa. So hecto is 10 to the power 2, and kilo is 10 to the power 3, mega is 10 to the power 6, giga is 10 to the power 9, like that. Now, if you look at an example, let's say I'm measuring a length of something in a scale of centimeters. Let's say I have something, the 2 centimeters of length, that is equals to 2 times 10 to the power minus 2 meters. So that is how these prefixes work. And if you want to calculate something in kilometers to meters, if you want to convert something in kilometers to meters, we can use the conversion like this. So 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. Now we can create fractions in two ways using this. So 1 kilometer divided by 1000 meter is equals to 1, and also 1000 meter divided by 1 kilometer is also equals to 1. Now, if you have a measurement that you want to calculate or convert from kilometers to meters, then let's say I have a measurement of 10.2 kilometers and I want to convert this to meters. So you have to multiply this with the fraction that would cancel out these kilometers. Now, if you look at here, we have 10.2 kilometers multiplies with 1000 meter divided by 1 kilometer. You see, from these uh, two fractions, we selected this one because we can make sure this kilometer cancels out if we use this. So kilometer cancels out, and the final answer will be uh, 10.2 times 1000 meters. So that means we have 10,200 meters. So you see, when you convert from one unit to another, you have to make sure you multiply your measurement with the fraction that would cancel out the units that we have before and gives us the unit we want at the end, like this.